In this video, we're going to cover three different things. At the top, we see the active channels. We'll go into detail here. Over here on the right-hand side, you'll see the VueRite window. There's very important stuff in there. That's where all the magic happens. And here at the bottom of the screen, this is our channels window. Another really powerful, cool feature. For those that like to make their adjustments in this full color preview window here, the active channels, what that does is if we're going to turn off some of these other channels here, and I'm only going to leave, let's say, 2 of them active. So right now, the only thing I can adjust would be my red and my gold. So I'm going to come over here and make a lasso selection just to show you what that might do. And I'm going to come here and grab this. Now I'm going to grab my eraser tool. And if I start erasing, I'm erasing only my red and my gold data from that channel. So I can selectively grab his eyes or part of the shield or anything I want and take care of erasing and cleaning up on my full color preview image. Pretty cool stuff. I actually like to work in a different mode. I'll show you later, but that's really powerful stuff. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn them all back on so we can actually activate any of those channels. Over here on the right hand side is our VueRite menu. Now watch as I mouse over my image. What I want you to notice is look inside those color squares. You'll see, for instance, right over here in his eye, let's say, we have 65% white base, 51% red. There's no blue, there's 30% gold, and nothing else in there. So what this does, as I mouse around, keep an eye out, it gives you the actual separation data from the top to the bottom of your seps. So you can see how much information is on that in that area on the white base all the way up through all the films. Really important stuff. Photoshop doesn't even do that. Photoshop can only show you one channel at a time as you select that channel. Another thing about the VueRite menu is if you want to saturate the red some more, I'm going to double click my red name here, and here I have the high saturation, low saturation. I went over this in another video, but you can actually juice up that information just like that, and I can hit OK. Here's another little hidden feature that I like about the VueRite menu. If I click on this red square, for instance, you'll get a channels property box that pops up. And I usually don't fool with any of this stuff here, changing colors and all that sort of thing. But what I do is, see this says press position? We can actually change the position of the screen on press to see what it looks like if that red was printed after the gold without even getting our hands dirty or setting up the first screen on press. So what I'm going to do is, if I look at my my VueRite menu, my red is in the second position, which it says here. I want to put it after the gold, which is in the 4th position. So if I do that, I should just come right over here and put this in press position 5. I hit save, and it changes the print order for us, and it shows us how overpowering that red would be. But we can see it. We can at least take a look to see if we like it or not. That's really cool stuff, and available to you in Spot Process and Separation Studio now. If you don't like it, you can always just hit Command or Control Z to get rid of that change, but it is a really, really cool feature. Now at the bottom, we have our channels menu. What this does is, this is a proof positive. This shows you, this is what we're seeing here on screen. That's all the colors in our separation. But really quick, we can look at the bottom and see that there's no data in this blue channel. The purple channel is empty. The green, the turquoise, the gray, all those channels are empty. So that means we can actually get rid of those channels and we don't need them in our file. So a quick way to do that is just to come in here and right click on it, on one of those channels, and we can do lots of things. Right clicking in this program all over the place will give you some really quick, shortcut, sneaky ways to get in and out of things. It's pretty good stuff. So if you're a PC user, even if you're a Mac user like I am, right click all over the place and you'll find some nice little happy things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these channels because we don't need them. So we can delete all the empty channels just like you see here. Right click, delete channel. Now another thing I'm going to try to do here, I'm going to select my red. So when I click on just the red, it gives me that full color preview of just the red information on my black background. If I wanted to see everything, I can go ahead and click on proof positive, and make an adjustment. So I could right click this thing and I could open up the red in a new window, which gives me the same thing. So now I have my full color preview with my information in its own window. Now also what I could do is right clicking inside this new window and I can view it as film. Now when I do that, it changes it to this mode. Now what this gives me is my actual film positive view. Now this is the mode I like to work in most. What I see here is the information that goes to my films that's going to transfer onto the screens. So let's make a quick selection here. I'm going to grab my lasso tool. I'm going to polygon lasso tool this time. Alright, we just made a selection of that inner circle. Now if I'm going to hit delete and it gets rid of all that red, I'm going to Command D or Control D will deselect that information. So now I'm going to come back over here to my image, and there you go. You can see that we've just deleted the red out of my active file using that window. Be sure to watch the other videos in this how-to series.